A consignment of illegally imported anti-malaria drug hydroxychloroquine will no longer make it onto South Africa's pharmacy shelves. The drugs have been destroyed and an investigation launched on how the medication made it through the country's borders to begin with. Let's bring in reporter Barry Bateman, who broke that story, also in Pretoria for us. So let's get into the background of the story first. Barry, how did you find out about this?
Yeah, good afternoon, Jeremy. Well, it was around about May that I'd been given the waybill for the chloroquine consignment. It was 2.6 tons of the stuff which had made its way through OR Tambo International Airport and had been checked out. And it was based on that we started scratching around. And ultimately, if you recall, if you can go back to that time, we actually were led to the location in Boksburg. It was being held at a security company's facility. They're saying that they claim the people who had imported, a company by the name of Balmoral Norse, claimed that it was in fact in transit on its way out of the country. But if that was the case, it was supposed to have been in a bonded warehouse still on the premises of the airport. Further investigations linked it to another company, a health services provider, Affinity Health, but that forms part of a broader investigation by SAPRA. But that's the gist of it, is that we had got tipped off that this consignment had come in unlawfully, that there were no papers for it, and SAPRA, through our investigation, were led to this location in Boksburg.
Why was it necessary then to destroy the stock?
The concern from the Health Products Regulatory Authority is that it wasn't being held in a recognized safe facility nor a bonded warehouse. It could have been stolen from this location. Just remember, this is 20 million rands worth of this particular medication. And their concern was ultimately that it ends up in some way on the South African market. And the concerns for them is because this is there's no license for this particular importation, nor the company which manufactured it in India, so they can't make any safety claims to this particular drug. So it was based on that concern and the fact that it was imported unlawfully that they made the decision to have it destroyed. And in negotiation, so there was no big fight in court, the company which had imported it put their hands up and said, go for it. So it was on that basis that it was destroyed.
What's next?
Well, we're hearing that the matter might be referred to law enforcement agencies. We know crime intelligence played an important role in the seizure of the drugs at the very start of this, in understanding how where it moved to from coming through the airport. We understand that it might be moved to the Hawks as well to investigate, because we understand there was either fraudulent documentation or somebody was paid off at the customs side, but that needs to form part of the investigation. So it's not over yet. While the drugs have been destroyed, the people who brought them in still need to be brought to book.
Barry Bateman in Pretoria. This is Wednesday lunchtime. Still